Hello and welcome to Doctor's Orders here at the Chrissy B Show. I'm Dr. Rob Hicks. Today we're going to be talking about blood pressure, specifically high blood pressure. Doctors, nurses, other healthcare professionals seem to make quite a fuss about blood pressure, but why is that? Well, the reason is if you've got high blood pressure and it's not treated correctly, then you're at risk of suffering a heart attack, a stroke, kidney damage, and for men, erectile dysfunction. So how do we go about measuring high blood pressure? Well, nowadays, most people use an electric blood pressure monitor rather like this one. The cuff goes around the top of the arm, it's inflated after you press the button, and then you simply just wait for the machine to give you a readout of two numbers. And those two numbers are the systolic blood pressure, that's the higher number, and that's the blood pressure within the arteries when the heart is pumping blood around the body. And the lower number, the diastolic blood pressure, that's the pressure of blood in the arteries when the heart is relaxed and it's filling again, getting ready to pump the blood around the body again in between heartbeats. So ideally we like the blood pressure reading to be equal to or less than 120 as a systolic pressure, the higher figure, and 80 as a diastolic pressure, the lower figure. If you've got blood pressure that's 140 or above, or 90 or above consistently on repeated measurements, then you've got high blood pressure. Now, there are lots of risk factors that increase our chances of developing high blood pressure, and why we worry so much about high blood pressure is that it very much doesn't cause symptoms for the majority of people. So that damage to the heart and circulation can be going on inside our body without us even knowing about it. So the risk factors to look out for: being overweight, drinking too much alcohol, consuming too much salt in the diet, spending a lot of time inactive, and of course stress. These will all increase a person's risk of developing high blood pressure and consequently suffering the often tragic consequences, the heart attacks, the strokes that come with untreated high blood pressure. So when you've got high blood pressure, or if you want to try and avoid high blood pressure in the first place, you want to cross those risk factors off your list. So try and keep your weight at a healthy level, so that's having a body mass index, a BMI of not more than 25. Make sure that you stick within the safe recommended amounts of alcohol, and for men and women that's no more than 14 units of alcohol a week. Try not to consume more than the recommended 6 grams of salt a day, and be as active as possible, because keeping active, doing exercise, not only helps to lower blood pressure, it also helps to shed the weight, the extra weight that you may be carrying, and it's that extra weight that often contributes to high blood pressure. And of course, make sure you keep on top of stress, because we know that stress in one way or another contributes to high blood pressure. Often it's because if we're stressed, we eat comfort foods, we're not active, and that of course piles on the pounds, in turn putting our blood pressure up. So make sure you have your blood pressure checked as often as your doctor recommends. And that's Doctor's Orders.